welcome to another yoga studio. I am Kat, if you haven't joined in with one of our videos before, and it is great to have everyone on the mat with me here today. So today's class is a super simple little stretch out for the back. So we are going to come round towards the floor. By all means, if it's more comfortable for the head, use a cushion under the head. And the other thing that can sometimes be useful to have handy is a scarf, a belt, something like that, that you can help to pull your legs in towards you. All right, okay, so let's come on around then to lie on the floor. Like I said, if you want, if the head feels like it's rolled back and the neck doesn't feel very comfortable, grab a cushion just to help lift the neck and lengthen through, or lift the head and lengthen through the neck a little bit. So we are going to just take 3 breaths in to help relax the body. So we're going to notice the inhale and the exhale 3 times. Breathing in, and then when you're ready, breathe out. It doesn't matter whether it's in through the nose or out through the nose. We want to stretch the body, release the back. Having that awareness of the breath just helps to keep us a little bit more relaxed. All right, okay. So we are going to start with both feet flat on the floor, knees bent. And start by bringing right knee up in towards the chest. And then take it down. And then we're going to do that again. So breathe out if you can. Take it up. And replace. So as we bring the leg up, we're feeling perhaps the lower back press in towards the floor. Doesn't matter how far it comes up. Maybe it only comes up so it's over the hip. We're just helping to find that little bit of movement with the hip joints. We're going to do that 3 times with the right leg. And if at any point things feel a little bit too much, stop and miss them out. And we're going to repeat the same on the left leg. So pulling the left knee in. So working with each hip individually. Tapping up with or bringing the knee up, and then tapping the foot back down. And we're going to do that 3 more times. So 3, 2, and 1. Okay. And then bring both knees in and up to the chest. So this is where having that strap, if you need it to hook underneath the knees, can be quite useful, because we're going to have to hold on to the back of the thighs or over the top of the knees for the next part. So we're going to do exactly the same movement, but this time with both legs together. So as you breathe out, squeeze both knees in, and then let them relax away. So we get maybe a little rock again through the lower back. Again, if you forget the breath, it doesn't matter. We don't want to be holding the breathing. So breathing out, coming in, and then releasing. We're halfway. So I'm going to go for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on this last one, hold it here. So we're just pulling the legs in as far as they will go. Again, if you can only manage to get them there, and that's giving you a nice stretch in your back, then don't worry about how far the legs actually come in towards the belly and the chest. So we're holding here then now, so we keep just nice loose breath. Don't hold the breath. And if we relax, it helps to relax the muscles. We're going to go just for 1 or 2 more seconds here. Surprising sometimes just how long you have to hold your stretches. And then take one foot down, take the other foot down towards the floor. Open the arms out to the side. Bring the knees and the feet together as best you can. And as you breathe out, roll the knees to the right. Come back to the middle. And then breathe out, roll the knees to the left. Come back to the middle. So it's just, that's all we're doing is rolling one side. Maybe they come all the way to the floor, maybe they don't. Arms can be a little bit lower than the shoulders if that feels more comfortable. Maybe getting a few little clicks and pops as we move around. That might have been earlier on with taking the knees up. I've had some nice little clicks and pops actually as I've been moving my knees from side to side. And everything's nice and slow, so we're not rushing anything. So as you're coming round, as you're moving, if you kind of get to a point where you think, oh, that's as far as I want to go, that's as far as you go. You don't have to push it beyond that point where you just start to feel that little bit of a stretch. So we're going to go for 1 more to either side. So to the right. And then over to the left. Okay. So we want to hold our twists then to either side. Now, if you know that you can't actually bring the legs all the way round, that can actually tense us up as we try and hold it. So I really recommend finding something that you can put in underneath you. So maybe a couple of cushions, or if you've got a rolled up blanket handy, maybe a box to the side, so that you can actually rest your legs down so that your muscles can relax in the twist rather than having to hold the legs up. And then when you're ready, we'll breathe out, come around to the right and hold it there. We're getting a stretch down through the side of the body. You might notice something around the hips. All depends on where our tight spots are. And then as you breathe out, roll the knees back into the middle. Take them over to the left. So again, if you need a little bit of extra support, bringing the floor up to the knees rather than trying to force the knees to the floor. Pop that little bit of support round on the other side. Might even be a cushion between the knees as well. That's another option. That could be quite nice. Okay, so we've got the knees to the left. We're actually going to roll ourselves all the way around, so we're lying on the left side. And then push ourselves round onto our hands and knees. And this is the last exercise we're going to do, and it's our cat stretch. So the secret with cat stretch is to try and keep the arms straight so that as you move through the chest, to press your chest to the floor, you're not bending the elbows to come down towards the mat. so that we make the movement in the spine, in the back of the body, not with the arms. So as you breathe out, we're going to push the middle of the chest up, so we make a C shape one way. And then as you breathe in, push the sternum, the front of the chest, the other way towards the floor. So remember, we're not bending the elbows, it's the middle of the body that's coming down. And then we breathe out, push back up. And you might find it feels good to let the head drop down to look between the knees. And then as the sternum, the chest pressed forward, look out a little way in front of you, or maybe just in front of the hands. And we're halfway again, so we're going to go for 5. 4. 3. 2. No worries if you're moving a little bit faster or slower than me. And then last one. Okay, so bring your spine back into the middle, and then we're going to make our way up or push ourselves back to a seated position, or maybe you come right up from kneeling in the floor up to standing. And then just sweep the arms up and then bring them back down by your side. All right, okay, so that's our super simple, super quick stretching for the back. It's simple, but that doesn't mean to say that it's easy. So if you could feel it moving and stretching in and around the back, then don't worry about it. It's what it's meant to do. All right, okay, take care now. Bye.